Hello, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. I'm here to talk about the blood and the theory of the heart pumping the blood throughout the body. So here you can see the right atrium, the tricuspid valve, and the lower chambers of the heart. Now we're going to be focusing on the tricuspid valve, its geometry, and how that creates toroidal motion in the blood. One more time, as it flows, the blood flows from the right atrium downwards through the tricuspid valve. The tricuspid valve opens, just like a valve would, and blood will flow in there. And try to see the there it is. And as that valve opens, it creates a toroidal vortex. Here is the article. The link will be in the description. And the Goldilocks or optimized size ratio of the ventricle of the heart is optimal for creating a perfect vortex ring. So the blood flows in this path, in this spiral. Here's another link. And as you can see from the findings, that inside the left ventricle there are formed toroidal rings of blood, especially there and there. And here you can see a flow gradient map of the blood flow in the ventricle. Now this is just one of the two rotations that occur inside the heart. And these two rotations, one of them is spiraling, a spiraling rotation, and the other is a toroidal vortex flow spiral. So here's the article, and again the link will be in the description. But this goes to show how certain vessels throughout the body are helical in nature, and this causes the blood to spiral in such a fashion. So we have, this is the second rotation that the blood encounters. So when you combine, what's interesting is when you combine this spiral rotation with a toroidal rotation, both are in perpendicular planes. One is in this plane. If the spiral is here, coming into the tricuspid valve, then the axis would be here, and the axis is here, going around the page, going like this. So when those two perpendicular axes of rotation are in conjunction and combined together, they produce an acceleration in an upwards direction. So here's a slow motion video of what's called an anti-gravity wheel from Veritasium. And what's happening is he is rotating the flywheel physically, and is also at the same time physically rotating the shaft in a perpendicular plane. So that again, there are two rotations in perpendicular planes occurring, and what happens is the device raises up and the object is accelerated. Again, there's a rotation of the wheel here in this plane, and then the rotation of the shaft in this plane. Now this is what's happening, or this is the theory of what is happening inside of the heart. That as the heart pumps the blood, the only reason why it pumps blood is because there's a low pressure that is formed in the right atrium and in the lower chamber, which causes the muscles to contract, which creates a magnetic field. So again, if we look at this part here, the muscles, it contracts as the fluid flows into here. So the fluid of blood inside the closed pressure system of the vessels in the heart, as that creates a low pressure via, which are toroidal and helical, so this spiral motion and this spiral motion, when those two perpendicular rotations are combined, it creates a low pressure, which causes the muscles to contract, which is the pumping mechanism of the heart. So in other words, the theory is that the motion of the blood inside the chamber of the heart is what allows for the low pressure to be activated and the suction pump to work. the suction pump of the heart to work. That is the theory. Again, this is theory. This is not scientific fact, but this is trying to combine the physics of a forced precession of a gyroscope with the two perpendicular rotations of blood found within the heart and vessels. Thank you for watching.